Now they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And London, the motion man, right. First and 10, it's Patterson. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Well, just a little too lackadaisical, Charles, and they didn't get up and snap the ball in time. Delay of game.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if he understood where the clock was located. In different stadiums, it's in different places. You have to check that in pregame and make sure you're aware so you don't run into penalties like these.
Robinson on a give right side. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a 1st down due to the previous penalty. So back-to-back big runs picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. When you talk about this Jets defense, they really played well in that win last week against Miami.
If I'm playing quarterback against this team, after what I saw on film where they had 5 picks last week, all I'm thinking about is taking care of the football, being very careful with it, and making sure I see my guys open before I throw it.
I might curl up in the fetal position.
That's not a bad idea.
I don't think he's going to do that, though. They'll try and pick it up by running the action to the right. The 20. Down the sideline he goes. And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So this play, until recently, only something you'd probably expect to see in a college game, but running quarterbacks are certainly in vogue, and this turned into a big play.
And you and I both know that for a long time, coaches worried about their quarterbacks taking too much punishment running plays like this, and they still worry about it. But when you can break up big chunks of yardage like that, it's worth the risk. Plus, you're coaching that quarterback to see those guys coming and get down before the big hit occurs.
Robinson. Touchdown, Falcons. Just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible, but all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. Rodgers and the Jets now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Now a late signee let go by Minnesota in June. It's Dalvin Cook. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
On 2nd down, it's Cook again. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Throwing is Rodgers on third down. That is caught. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on third down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. They run it again with Cook. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42. Here now a third down and 8. Here's Rodgers to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. Touchdown, Houston. Mecole Hardman with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jets are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. They said that they wanted to get him involved early, and what a way to cap their opening drive, Charles. We know he's one of the fastest receivers in the NFL, and he showcased it on that play.
And when you have a guy like that, you want to make sure the defense sees him early, right? You want to see how they're going to adjust, how they're going to try and guard him, because they can't replicate his speed in practice unless they've got one of the few guys who are as fast as he is. And all it took was one drive. He burned them, and I don't think it's the last time they call his number in this one.
Motion man is Schwartz. They begin the drive with Robinson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Going play action. Ritter. Caught out left side by Robinson. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
The slot man in motion right. Ritter to throw it. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Ritter and the Falcons need an answer and a big play here on 3rd and long following the sack. Offensive line wasn't set. There's the flag, and 5 yards back they go.
Quarterback has to look around and make sure that his team is ready to go. Sometimes the quarterbacks go faster than is necessary.
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Here is 3rd and quite a ways. Back to throw, Ritter. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Blake Gillikin on to punt now on 4th down. Back deep for the Jets, McCole Hardman. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Here's Hardman to return. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They currently sit 1 game over 500 thanks to their victory a week ago. Yeah, Charles, they've been really an up-and-down team all year. Do you think that they have enough to get into the playoffs?
Well, you did mention they've been up and down all year, so to me, it depends on what week you catch them. When they're at their best, I think they're definitely playoff worthy. But to me, they haven't been able to bring the intensity week in and week out, and that could be their Achilles heel.
2nd down, they go right back to Cook. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Third down and 6. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Now here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. Fielded at the 33. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And it will be Falcon football. At their own 40-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
From their own 40 to the other 40. The gain of 20 leads to 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. Adrian Amos up to make the tackle. Clock running, and the Falcons moving with a sense of urgency.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Ritter. That's out wide here for Robinson. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Now Ritter going to change up the look. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On 3rd and 1, it's Ritter. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Touchdown, Falcons! Kyle Pitts, 30 yards. And the Falcons will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Now Younghoe Koo for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
14, Jets 7. Younghoe Koo to kick off for Atlanta.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. This one deep for Wilson. This is intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. A solid stiff arm. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line.
Intercepted by the Falcons. They'll take over first and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Ridder looking to throw on first and 10. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the Jets are going to take possession here at their own 33. Well, CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Here's Rodgers. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Third down, Dalvin Cook. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
14, Jets 7.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
Younghoe Koo to kick off for Atlanta.
A 1-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it, and he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Troy Anderson, the man on the tackle.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
23 yards the pickup there.
And it's pretty evident that this passing game has been frustrated so far. They haven't really moved the ball the way we might have expected, but this is a good pickup here for the first down.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside, as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up second down. So the penalty yards marched off on the face mask. Here's first and 10. Up the middle, it's Cook. And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Now 2nd and 3. Again, it's Cook. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Dalvin Cook with career touchdown number 60. And the Jets are an extra point away from evening this one up. So a strong drive here to lead off this third quarter. That has them an extra point away from tying things up.
And, partner, this is pretty much what they envisioned when they were sitting there in the locker room thinking about getting things going to start here in the third quarter. Getting out there, a field goal would have been fine. But going ahead and scoring here, an extra point away from tying things up, that's exactly how they drew it up on the board.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. Ritter on 1st and 10. Steps away to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. Ritter will set up to throw it. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Ritter from the gun. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a first down. Looking to throw it here. Ritter. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And he's got this down to the 35. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. There's big Quentin Williams, the All-Pro, in on the tackle.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 9. In motion, Hollins. Here's Ritter. Now, a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. Ritter now. This is caught by Robinson. And he'll be stopped short of the first down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tackles. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
And after the field goal, they want it right back. They try the onside kick. And the Jets have got it. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. Trying to fire up that running game with Dalvin Cook. There he goes, left side. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 65 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles. Gain some additional yardage.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Big Calais Campbell fighting through to make the play in the backfield. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Now it's Rodgers. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Give the sack to David Onyemata, the product of Nigeria by way of Canada.
The downside for the defense is that they're dealing with a team that's in their red zone, but the upside, not much room to work with for the offense. Fewer windows in the zone for them to throw into. Tough for a quarterback to get a throw off before the pressure ends up getting to him.
No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. 3 quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. So on now is Greg Zuerlein in a pressure situation. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. Zuerlein's kick is up and through. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. So with less than a minute gone by here in this 4th quarter, the field goal there gets this thing back to even.
And it's setting up for a fantastic finish, isn't it, partner? It's been a well-played game, a hard-hitting game. The fans are into it. The announcers are into it. This is going to be a great 4th quarter.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And we essentially have a brand new ball game after that last. Ritter has it knocked out. And they run the option on 2nd down. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down. Out of the gun, here's Ritter. Looking left side, and it's complete. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. In motion, Hollins. And the slot man goes in motion left. No, bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position to win the game, and leave no time for them to come back and catch them. And guess what? They turned the ball over. Yeah, I mean, they had it all set up for themselves, and they let it get away.
A run there with Cook on 1st down, but it won't net him much, maybe a yard. 2nd down coming up.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Throwing now is Rodgers. And complete right side to Cook. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Rodgers going to throw. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack.
Oh,
they're changing this at the line.
A 56-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And with that, they take the lead here 20-17. You talk about a big kick under pressure in the 4th quarter. I mean, that wasn't like a 33-yarder. That was long distance.
Not only does it show the faith that they have in him, but also remember, if they'd missed that one, they're giving up the ball near midfield, so they had to be very confident that he was going to put that one through the post.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they really need to forget about their last time out, the turnover that led to a field goal. So now they try to regroup, trailing in the final quarter. Obviously, they'd love a touchdown, but 3 would suffice. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line.
It's a gain of 20. First down, Atlanta.
On first down, Ritter. His throw incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Second down and 10.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now. They'll give it to Patterson. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. Big play looming here. This is 3rd and 7 with a crowd on their feet. Here's Ritter. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the Jets have just about sewn up this football game. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
And Cook running on first down, but this defense up to the task there as they stop him before he could even get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it a loss of 1 officially.
So with your team leading in the 4th quarter, you know you've got to run the football. They know you've got to run the football. Sometimes that means there's nowhere to run the football.
Rodgers throwing here. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Now Rodgers. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Thomas Morstead now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Well, these corners, I tell you, they've done excellent work all game long.
They remind me of guys in the past who just said, hey, throw it out here 100 times. Nothing good is going to happen. And if you throw it in the wrong place, I'll take it the other way.
Now Ritter. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Well, this crowd is making an impact right now. 3rd and 10. Ritter. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Adrian Amos for the pick. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
He's had his eyes on 7,000 career rushing yards, and with that last effort, he has hit that mark. What a career.
And that is the number to focus in on, because oftentimes we talk about where do they rank all time. We're not there yet. He's not knocking on the top 10 or the top 20, but over 7,000 yards in a career, fantastic.
Cook. Fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
This is Wilson on the jet sweep. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Cook, he's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. They put up their goal at the beginning of the season, and that was to win 7 games, and now they've accomplished that mission.
And congratulations to them for achieving their goal.